And now we're moving on into Mirage, a Mirage Esports, not a French man in sight. With Harry and Hugo, Gary and Hugh.
Yeah, I'm Gary, and with me is Hugh. We're ready to head into this pistol round. Fur and KNG gonna try and take this top mid control. And try being the operative word. Fallen went the P2K, smites down R, and now wants a little bit more from this mid plate. Spots another man over in the top of mid, and that'll be him bowing out of this round, at least for the time being. Back towards the window for Fallen. The rest of FURIA setting up for the B-side execute here in the pistol round, but it's into the maws of Taco. That they trundle. Down they go into the site. Taco still alive, but albeit briefly. Fur was a real nuisance back on Inferno. He's looking to try and relive some of his glory days here in the pistol round, but instead he's quickly mopped up. The trade's going left and right, and in the end, it all comes on to Fallen, who's got himself 3, looking for magic number 4. He's got to try and find Henny over towards bench. And they've just been missing each other, but this smoke starts to fade, and Fallen lands the shot. 4 kills for the man in question. Quite the performance there in the pistol round from him.
Good stuff. He even one-tapped the first man out middle, right? After his teammate dies to Art, he fires 1 bullet, and it nails Art in mid. So, great start to the round. He closes it as well with a retake. MIBR getting on the CT side. FURIA forcing, as you would imagine. Deegs, armor, and a couple of SMGs. In towards the B site seems to be the method to their madness. Not a rush, though. They're taking their time. Some sneaky boys as we fly through the apartment. It's going to be one man trying to stop them all. KNG up close. Taco on the site. Very good B anchor player, but he's setting up a flashbang right now for his teammate to succeed. Deep smoke will, again, slow FURIA down. The question is, do MIBR rotate a man into B off the back of the fact they've seen nothing else in this round? They could, of course, be scared of a potential A-smoke execute here from FURIA. That's why Mayan is jump spotting, playing passive in CT spawn. But once these flashbangs come in, I imagine we'll see a full rotation from MIBR in anticipation of this push.
KNG's going to swing out in the fire with a pick. Follows it up with the second one into Art. It's a mowdown with a FAMAS. Art from the grave, finding a kill with his Molotov that was put out there towards the end of the apartments. Fur catches and evacuating FURIA, trying to get out through the underpass on their way to A. They're going to meet with stiff resistance in the side of Fur, and that's an easy round.
That was a sick little pop flash as well to allow him to get that first kill and ultimately lock in the second round for MIBR. Now, that was the force buy from FURIA. So they should be off to this 3-0 lead. And for the MIBR squad, that's fantastic. They're looking to right their wrongs from Train. They were able to get us here to Mirage, and they've come into it with the same heat that we saw back on that Inferno game. It seems only fitting for the hot match of the day. It's a B play now for FURIA. They're bread and butter. Ooh, actually going to get bested. It's KNG's nade to suddenly keep this round in favor of MIBR. KNG looking for the ace, and he's got it. The ace for KNG as the third round presents itself. 2 of those kills coming off the back of that very well-placed nade. And that's going to enable him to bring this AWP out in full force. Into this first buy round we go.
B-site players getting shut down from MIBR so far, so FURIA, they might want to avoid that, but instead it's only made them more hungry to find the solution. Is it rifles? Is it guns? Is that the help for FURIA as they set up fast? Taco is again lining up this pop flash as KNG sits out with the AWP. He's going to take a shot first before the flash comes in. He's seen an arm. He knows they're here. Molly for Taco. KNG gets a kill. Flashes in from the T side. He's got to run back, but they're chasing him down. They've lost him. Finally realizing where he's gone, but Taco defending his teammate. And KNG, quick shot, dropping the bomb as it flies through the apartments. FURIA getting decked and domed in this round. It might already be over.
Ooh. Damn, Henny's got something to say about that. Hugo, how dare you upset Henny? Krieg out. He does a considerable amount of damage, so much that he takes KNG out of the round. And that's going to be an AK recovered for Taco to toe the line just a little bit more. Nowhere to go for Vinny and Henny. They could try to skirt on out of here, but Well, with the bomb down, maybe they want to roll the dice towards the B site.
But none of these fights are able to get forced out from FURIA. That Molotov really had to do a hell of a lot. And so now you can just sit and wait in these crossfires, and you're really relying on both Vinny and Henny delivering up some stellar shots to turn it around. There's one at least, but we're still 3 players here at the B site. Henny, the impact he can have in this round is very, very limited. There's even been a reposition onto the car. Taco moving in to where his teammate fell, and Henny doesn't even realize where the shots come in from there. Fallen's going to shut him down and solidify the 4-0 lead for MIBR. Once again, money becomes a bit of a problem for FURIA, so MIBR are off to a raging start. And it might be about to get even sweeter.
Yeah, with KNG hitting AWP shots like this, MIBR are in a very good position right now. 4-0 up on the CT side of the final map of this series. We've had 2 stomps. Is this going to be a closer affair, or will FURIA bottle it right when we need them to come alive? KNG again in middle, smoked in the window. Fur's got a whole connector, but Mayan's going to pick up a man, diving across. He gets that shot from triple. What a kill. As Fur looks to follow up, he will do so. 2 kills. A man on the catwalk should be able to trade, and through the smoke, Henny gets that frag, but he is all that stands between MIBR and a 5-0 lead. He could try and plant B. Only Taco there, but that's not going to be an easy fight with just a Deeg. Instead, hanging around and looking for kills. Makes some noise on the ladder, and even though no one's heard it, he doesn't know that. He has to play like they have. There it is. Wow, what a kill from Fallen. 2-bullet frag from him with the SMG, and he even takes a Krieg out of there.
All the way from connector, too. I take that shot, I miss it 100 times out of 100 times.
Even with a rifle.
Well, yeah, I don't want to admit to that so much, but quite possibly true as well. So we look at an unanswered game thus far. FURIA going to try again in this round with an AWP on Henny.
A key is K-Serato is 0-5. He has been, you know, I don't want to say the hard carry, like FURIA need him to top frag, but like when he performs, that's when FURIA are on their best, you know, I guess streaks, right? And right now that is not the case. KNG continuing to be a nuisance.
Yeah, and he just does get out of dodge. He takes the shot on middle, makes an uneven advantage there from the side of MIBR. FURIA about to get crept up on by Fur through the underpass. Molotov is going to put it into that for the time being. Looks like he's going to go for it again. Finds Art with ease. Unsuspecting victim. He spokes, gets out of there.
Art thought he knew as well. He even mollied that off, but MIBR mollied in front of him, and that cut off the timing. That made, you know, of course, the molly useless essentially from Art because he couldn't capitalize on it. He couldn't push and get the info. And then he just discounts a position, and, well, that's when Fur peaks. Sometimes it do be like that, and Fur, he's not stopped. He's full flanked. It is being watched.
Yeah, and this is a round where FURIA just got picked apart in the middle. Fur thought he could get aggressive through the TV room and ultimately meets the end there via Henny's AWP, or AVP, depending where you're from. Don't want to confuse you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Trace. I do find myself calling it that more and more, which probably isn't a good thing. Yuri gonna catch KNG off guard over in the apartment, and now this B site is open for business. FURIA, I try and start trading before the day is through, and that needs this bomb to go down. Henny extends the advantage now in favor of FURIA, but Taco could deny that bomb plant. He gets away with a bit of damage. But doesn't quite win the round for MIBR like he'd hoped. Mayan is all alone, 1v3 here. Might just look to hold on to the AWP.
Curse has been lifted for the time being. FURIA on this T side at least, and Mayan gets away with a weapon that's been making it work for MIBR, getting them these early man advantages that they've had pretty much near about every time. No one going to be able to stop this AWP from getting saved. FURIA would rather build up their own economy, and that's what will happen in this round. 3 players getting out with guns. 2 Kriegs and an AWP. A perfect trio here for FURIA. What is the solution for MIBR? They know that FURIA have leaned towards B this entire game. We haven't seen those A-side executes. No A smokes this game so far from FURIA. So MIBR might be tempted to leave a solo man on A, leave Maya spotting CT, and triple set up this B site early on at least. Try and deal with these rushes. Although that being said, they've been dealing with them fine with 2 players there, holding off the push with the Molotov. So it's not like there's any pressure on MIBR to set up a certain way. They're going to go back towards a double A, and a good call to make. FURIA have decided to switch things up a little bit, setting up for this A-side piece.
Oh, KNG getting up on top and short will completely catch Art unaware over in middle. Mayan gonna reposition under here beneath the scaffolding, albeit just briefly before he is put in the grave by Vinny. Fallen. Oh, that Molotov's gonna seal his fate. Vinny is locking down this A bomb site right now. A full rotation comes in from MIBR. All 3 players here though. FURIA, they've got to try and break through this stack of MIBR. And that pole breaks the connection there for Serato and allows KNG to win that fight out. The flash is good. Yuri spams away. Taco now knows that they know he's here in this corner, but I think they're anticipating he moved out on the back of the flash. Taco has just maintained this position over in jungle. All the meanwhile, Fur is coming on a bit of a long wrap. Henny seems aware that this is a possibility. If Fur jiggle peeks the angle, Henny might miss. And then at that point, this is a real scary spot to be in. But if he just walks around sneaking, yeah, good night. That's Fur dropped. Yuri comes in with another, and in the blink of an eye, it's all on KNG. This time has already ticked down very, very far, and there's no time left for him in this round. FURIA will take a second.
Yeah, an important round as well. If they went down, if they went up and got their first round and then MIBR bounced back and reset them, FURIA would have been on their last legs in the economy, and that could have been a real CT-side streak. It will be denied. MIBR made to make the decision on whether they want to buy or not. Fallen's gone for it. 2 orbs, why not?
Now, Harry, I'm pretty sure you said this, but it's still standing true. Where's Serato? They're going to need him over on the FURIA side, to start to shut down this MIBR CT.
Yeah, it's a real shame as well, because he came off of Inferno looking incredible, but not off to the best of starts here. He's just kind of been cancelled out in the majority of these rounds. Henny's donning the AWP once again over him here, which, you know, is how it kind of should be. Obviously, the decision to have Serato donning it back on Inferno. It's not uncommon to see teams kind of switch it in the moment based on feeling, based on the map.
Serato loves CT AWPing as well. You don't often see him take it on the T side.
Ooh, somehow Taco lands a shot onto Vinny, but just simply not enough damage there. And here comes Bad Fallen. Transitioning into the site, does have an AWP in hand, and he's going to wait for his B push. Finds the head of Vinny. Sets back up and looks for some more. They're not just going to continue to feed it to him. Art, however, all the way out here, catches Fallen unsuspectingly from the side. That's going to lead to a full-on B commitment. The last 3 players from MIBR over towards A site. May earn with AWP in hand, so you can imagine they're going to elect to save that, and that's exactly what a save looks like. FURIA go up to 3.
Starting to crawl their way back into this game. And it's more of these kind of signature, slow and then explosive plays from FURIA that have got them to this point. Now, this is kind of, you know, what they've been known for on Mirage. And this is where MIBR might try and spice things up a bit, catch on to that. I think that's why, you know, we keep seeing MIBR very, very keen to try and have players like Fur, you know, go for these aggressive pushes. You think about a round just a couple ago where he gets all the way up through the B apartments. And it's because, you know, when you are up against this FURIA squad, while they often do have a man lurking and hanging around in the back line, in kind of the closing, you know, 40 seconds of a round, that's where you expect FURIA to just explode into a bomb site. And so these early flanks, the decision to go for them was working out for MIBR early on. It wouldn't surprise me if we see a bit more of that.
And they're off. Rounding that first corner towards mid. It's going to be the side of Vinny. Shot taken there from a ramp from Henny, but No frags from it.
With that damage done, FURIA are going to set up towards the A site. Standard execute smokes being lined up right now. And no one inside of A for might be able to stop this. They are ready for it, though. They should be expecting it. FURIA have gone for these very slow rounds, either ending in B or A plays with a mid-lurk, and that is continuing. Vinny is there, coming in on what should be a backstab here. He's not going to make early contact. Art will be, though, running and gunning inside of the site. He's already made his way to stairs. Could even boost up, but that bomb needs to be crossed, and it needs to be planted. CT smokes already begin to fade, and FURIA, they need to flash art in here now. He's going to get close, and he gets 2 before the trade is in. Great work. Fur holding on to the stairs, but there's the lurk that comes in big at an important time. 2-on-2 inside of the site. Taco coming off a short to try and assist, but he's been smoked off, and they know Mayans in spawn as well.
Yeah, that smoke creates a real weird dynamic in this round. Taco is going to try to have to find a way through it without causing suspicion. MIBR with the AWP shot from Ticket, and now the fight's going to ensue in Connector.
Taco catches Vinny going through. Queserato didn't have a kill until he comes into this round, and now he's gotten it down very, very close, but somehow 1 point of health on MIBR. He's able to land that shot and denies the clutch to Queserato. 199 damage done from him there in that round. It's almost enough to get the kill, but not quite. And a 6th round now on the board for MIBR. Not quite as, you know, distinguished as Queserato's spray.
I think it was the placement that was off. And I think that's what, once they figure out where the placement of that spray needs to go, which, yes, that is what it says. Rushley, what is your take on this spray and the other spray?
I always like to see it. It's always nice. Really, we only saw Simple doing a lot of sprays early on. He always does the welcome to the clutch spray. Yeah. But I feel like you don't actually see it too often these days. So I think it's good to see a bit of fire, you know, coming out from the players.
Now, you have a little bit of a report for us. We're going to see this round unfold real quick. Queserato finding 2 with the Krieg, but what is your report on the current price of skin models in the market?
Well, I thought it was reported that skin models went up, but I think that was a bug in the system. So skin models at the moment, hold on to your stocks, but don't hold on to Taco because he's on a flank. Is that you do those little wordplay things?
It was, yeah, I guess. You'd have to ask the guys that really do it.
I thought it was pretty good, you know.
Oh, they finished their shift earlier, Trace, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
All right, anyway, have fun, boys.
Peace.
Hey, man, see you.
Oh, FURIA, they've got the A side, they got the round here, Trace. It's locked.
He's basically on like Discord with us at all times, whether he likes it or not.
He just leans over our shoulder and talks into our mics, very close.
Hey. Hey.
Wow.
TS is ramming.
FURIA are saying goodbye in this round, as MIBR are going to look to save their guns in the B apartments. Art's chasing. He's on a bit of a hunt. He wants to get rid of these guns. Easier said than done. Especially walking through this choke point that is the B apartments. You've got to make a gamble, peeking left or right. Now, there are 2 players, so they can trade. I'd love to see them both come through this choke and, you know, try and trade out the first kill. Feign that there's only one here. KNG doesn't know. He's about to uncover the terrible truths. There it is. The trade is worth its weight in gold. And Mayan, he doesn't even need to peek. He just needs to hold on to this AWP. He'll get away with it for now as FURIA take the 4th round on this T side. We have seen, you know, both Taco and Fallen in pre- and post-match interviews mention how much Mayan has been improving in the last few weeks and months that MIBR have been working together. And I think we're seeing that more and more than ever, especially in this series. He's looking really, really good. So, held his own back on Inferno. Like you said, Harry was 6-0 in opening kills. He had that ace round. Good stuff. But FURIA putting a stop to it right now. 4 rounds on this T side.
Yeah, you mentioned that ace round. You know, you think about where that comes in. It was in round 4. It was the first round for MIBR back on Inferno. It feels like that really gave them a kick in the right direction, right? And everyone just started stepping up. Here on Mirage, we're looking towards KNG bringing the bulk of the heat right now for this MIBR squad. In this round, though, it's only pistols. And so Mayan, with this saved AWP, might just have a hell of a lot of responsibility put on his shoulders. He's already over here towards B, has 2 players with him. Fur, I imagine, is going to move around and join this. It looks like it's just going to be this B-side stack. And the reason MIBR are going to go for this is because if the bomb goes down on A, well, Fallen's here, and he's probably not going to be able to do much with the P2K. So on the back of him clearing out the Palace, they go, all right, Palace is clear. Mid, didn't see anyone there. This could just be the B play. They group up, and now if the bomb goes down on A, they hold on to the AWP. It's not the end of the world. If the play does come in towards B, they've got 4 players there. However, play's not coming in towards B, is it? It's going to be the A play.
Those smokes are landing, and take a look at Art. He is once again in pole position in the front of the pack, clearing out the A site. Got a sandwich molly. Fallen. I like the play. I like the cheese, but Fury smells it. And he comes in with a kill. The MIBR players have rotated off of B. It's been empty all round, and they've made the right call here, but there's still teams in every direction tip-tapping as FURIA take the heads off of these CT players, and Taco is left alone.
Bomb has been planted.
Just Taco. I don't know about you guys. There's not going to be a whole lot to talk about in this round. Caserado finds the Creed kill. Harry looks at me intently, and we continue on with round number 12.
Yeah, you know, FURIA, I think, you know, they're already showing a much better hand than we saw over on Inferno, right? Being honest, I think Inferno looked a little bit too chaotic from FURIA, and I think MIBR had a very, very good read and were kind of dictating the entire pace of that game. Whereas now, FURIA, you can already feel the change in pace. You can already feel that they're kind of testing the waters at different areas on the map. They're wasting all this utility over on the CT side, right? It's no longer coming down to these 30-second executes up against the full belt of utility on MIBR. Instead, they've been forcing it out. They've been taking these gunfights. They've been stealing map control. And everything feels very, very calculated over on the FURIA side. Inferno didn't look like the usual picture that we see from this team. I don't think it was really their doing. It was kind of MIBR really shutting it down. Here on Mirage, though, it's open waters, and FURIA looking for a dip over in mid.
Did they pack their trunks, though, Harry? Or are we skinny dipping?
I don't know about you guys, but I swim in a sweatshirt, jeans, and shoes on, so...
Boots or Crocs?
Well, the Crocs really do weigh you down in the water.
Yeah.
Also, they would just slip off, whereas boots, they're on your feet.
No.
You know, they're nice and stable.
Got the back of the Croc.
You
got
do have the back of the Croc.
Yeah, you can flip it.
I don't know. I don't try. Yeah, but they float, don't they? Crocs can float.
Yeah, but I can't. So, on top of that, Fur is not going to be staying afloat in this round.
Trace doesn't float when you tie a brick to his leg.
No,
I can't be involved in murder, Hugo.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's voluntary.
I didn't... All right, man. Anyway, back to the game we go.
Not sure what's going on.
Caserado trying to salvage this round. Can he? That's the big question. The answer might surprise you. Or it might not. There's 10 seconds left, so he's just going to hold on to the Creed. And this will be a 7th round on the board for MIBR. A real shutdown once again from the CT side. The moment these rifles come out, KNG delivering a big double. Didn't even need the AWP in hand. He's perfectly content getting it done with the rifle to keep MIBR in the lead. Now with this save, money plentiful for FURIA. Ah. You couldn't get over the... there we go. 3rd time's the charm.
That it is, Harry. Just trying to avoid disaster.
7-5, and he's been a nuisance in the underpass so far. He's being supported by that AWP KNG, but the window smoke will deny info towards middle, so Fur has to remain aware of his back. And now FURIA getting into position. Vinny again getting behind the boxes. He's been coming in on these late lurks through connector. See where this one will end up now, as FURIA have a very split default, control towards all sides of the map. Art coming in under Might hit the timing on Fur, looks away, and there it is. Oh, Fur's looking at him. He knows, he's got the info. Art doesn't have to rush his kill. He's got team to come and support as long as he can stall off Fur. Flashbang at his feet and at his face. Art, does he know Fur's around the corner? Oh, it's close, but there's the kill. Vinny even comes in for assistance, shooting Fur in the back. Good teamwork by FURIA. They stall that frag. Vinny is going to lose his face. KNG holding the gap in the window, runs back towards CT.
And it really does feel like this whole series has just been a battle of AWPers across the board, right? Like, you think back to Train, Henny had a phenomenal performance. Then, over on Inferno, it was the double AWP of KNG and Fallen laying down the pain, with K Serato looking deadly on that weapon. And now here on Mirage, KNG is leading by example once again with that AWP. Now, what does that mean? That means that the money becomes a very important talking point, you know, with both these teams putting a lot of value in these AWPs. Fallen and Taco have got this B site under lock and key. And for Yuri, best thing he can do is pack up and move on out. He's going to try and hold on to the Krieg and armor. MIBR will reach that 8th round on the board. I heard a lot of typing going on in the game, which could mean one of two things. Either there's a bit of, you know, just talking going on.
Doubt it.
Or maybe there's a technical problem.
So
Rush, what is it?
I looked in there. Sadly, it's all in Portuguese, so I can't really say much of it.
Man, you tried Serbian yesterday, so...
I'm not going to say. Who knows? This could be anything. You know, I think these guys are probably all right people, but who knows what they're saying. If you want to check it out, you can always load up the demo, though.
I suppose you could do that. Not nearly as fun as hearing you attempt Portuguese, I suppose. But thank you, Rush.
If I knew it was nothing bad, I would do it.
Well, we'll only ever know if we try.
That's true. That's why I don't want to.
So at U.S. Air Force tactical timeout here for FURIA.
You see those stats for KNG, doing very well in the opening kills department. He has been AWPing very well on the CT side. 17 and 8, the top of the server right now, constantly finding these mid picks, even over towards the B site as well with the AWP. They've been locking it down. FURIA, a couple more opportunities here at the end of the half. 2 rounds to get on the board. Will it be allowed? Mayan wants utility towards A side early. FURIA coming out through mid in the meantime. Again, the same default we saw in the previous round. It didn't work out at the end as the defuse came in. But a whole new opportunity to approach things differently. Vinny with a window smoke and FURIA looking for an A play. Fur, that's a real goblin angle, holding on to the push through window, knowing that FURIA do like to attempt that and even did in the previous round.
Well, they managed to get window, but sometimes, as Tracer said, you need to know when to hold them and when to fold them. And maybe that's where Fur should have folded his hat. Oh, getting that kill. In the meantime, the A play looking to come through. KNG might have missed the first opportunity. He doesn't miss the second time around, but that's where Vinny and Yuri complicate matters even further here for MIBR. Taco and Fallen throwing into this 2v3. Time for the bomb plant to come in. They are still pressuring it to try and deny exactly that. They to assemble a...
What?
Yes, Yuri running the gauntlet, and that's what happens when you run up against Fallen's AWP. Now down to the 1v2. Both players back in CT. Missed shot from Fallen, and Art will solidify a 6th round there for FURIA. 6 to 8 and a chance at a 7-8 half still on the cards for FURIA, and it just might happen with the money getting broken for MIBR there.
That's mental. I mean, they see the wall bangs coming in. Fallen's going for it. He almost hits some shots through the triple box, and so FURIA decides, screw it, let's just split up, let's just scramble. Both of them jumping out of the position behind triple and just looking to take fights. They will be able to at least close the round, getting themselves a 6th on the board, but we're not done. One more left to find. And the money isn't there for MIBR. It's a great opportunity to FURIA. 2 rifles, a scout and Fallen with no armor, and Deeg on Taco and Fur. KNG getting spammed over. That Molotov should kick him off the balcony for now. So FURIA keeping MIBR honest towards the B-bomb site, but will that be where the bomb ends up? It is in the apartments right now. They can come through under and join FURIA as they set up utility towards A. Okay, Serato looking for the tippy toes. Oh, he's got him. No way.
Oh my God, that's
He gets
awkward.
that kill.
That's crazy, man. Here comes Fallen to do something crazy as well. Except for this time around, he's just gonna be wielding a scout. Fur trying to peek from the window, find success on the Vinny. Here comes Art on a wraparound through jungle. Fur ain't hitting that shot, no sir. Does do 40 HP down to Art, but the hit is on A. This has already happened.
No retake here for MIBR. It's about the battles. Although I say that the bomb's going down. FURIA with a big risk. An open plant. KNG almost stops it in its tracks coming up the connector. This is the top performer in the server, but he's not going to have a chance in this one. FURIA shutting it down in the post plant. 7 rounds on the T side. They recover well from what once was an initial 5-0 lead for MIBR. It's getting close. It's getting tight. And we're going to have to see where this third map heads up. Join us after the break for the last half of the series.
Hotel rooms and city squares, champagne bottles, drum and snare, the sights and cities. Nothing you can do can break me. I wanna more can break me.
You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
Back against the wall, still I'm standing tall. Know about the ball, I got my fan with me. All we know is ball to empty out the mouth. The chosen one they call, I take my fan with me. Know about it if you tell, know you're breaking codes. What your credibility and all fall like dominoes. Can you really take a stance? All I wanna know. Need me real ones when it's time to go. Stepping in, elevator. Listen to all the haters. That's all we know when we level up. Yeah, that's all we know when we level up.
Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up. I found out I'm not alone, 'cause I'm just like you. We are fearless when we fight and not afraid to. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? You know we fall and we get up. Level up. All we know about is level up. Are we ready not to level up? It's time, get up.
They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. They ain't count on that. Show what you gon' do. They don't want all that. They don't want all that.
That sounds like a pop song.
Take a dive before you dry off. It's the only way to live. You can't be without it, baby. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Try before you sign off. Shit could kill the sick. Real stars. It's the only way to live. Fancy cars and the smiles of the ocean. Purple sky, let that night come with peace. Anywhere you wanna be. Anywhere you wanna be.
Well, here's KNG, and he plays for this team known as MIBR. Currently, they are up, but only by 1 round. We're going to see if FURIA can bounce back with Pistol, and then the Battle of the Four Spies will continue live here at ESL Pro League. Welcome back, everybody. This is Season 11, and we are just at the 3rd map. The first 2 maps went by pretty damn fast, and now we situate ourselves at the decider. We already saw Train Inferno, now we're on Mirage, and it couldn't, well, I guess it could get a little closer, but it's almost split right down the middle.
As close as you can be at halftime. Trace 8-7 and a fast approach for MIBR out through this A ramp. FURIA, they got 3 players here. They are perfectly set up for this pistol round. Will they be able to hit the shots required? Henny getting dinked. Vinny not checked, and he gets away with 1. Doubles it, attempts to at least he will. Vinny actually killing 2 before he falls. Yuri stuck on triple, needs a kill before they get close. These Glocks are lethal at a near range. KNG again picking up a USP and making things look interesting, but not interesting enough as he's stuck in a 1-on-3.
What kind of little goblin play is KNG going to try and make here? He leaves the A site. He runs with his loot in his backpack. That's the bomb over here toward this B side of the map. Henny is there. KNG, we're going to follow him in. Epic camera angle for an epic gamer moment, perhaps. KNG, is he going to check the van? No, he's not. And that will be the round.
Just line it up, make sure you don't miss your shot. You only get 1 with them. And FURIA, they're going to get 1 on the CT side, starting things off. MIBR went 5-0 on the CT half of this map. Or FURIA, they are beginning in the same vein. Will they be able to keep it up as MIBR look to force buy back in the second round? No bomb plant, no bother. They're still going to invest.
8-8. Now, we predicted it, guys. We thought that, you know what, there's a real chance FURIA comes out here gunning, they pick up this pistol round. And look, there it is.
Proof's
Now
in the
what,
pudding.
Harry? What happens?
Well, before we came into this, I said, and I thought MIBR would win this force buy. Now, I don't really have any data to back that up. It is very much just a gut feeling.
Well, where else are you going to feel it? You know, what other
The
feeling?
brain or the heart, I don't know,
Yeah.
you feel with a couple of things, I guess.
Your hands, maybe?
Yeah. But, you know, I've really been working on upping my gut space. So there's plenty of ideas flowing from there.
Nice.
They say the gut is the second brain of the body. It's because it's smart.
Where's the first one, Harry?
Well, I think it's meant to be up in the old headaroo, but I don't seem to have one there. Art gets tagged on up by this Deagle up in Palace, so now they know that Taco is floating around towards this side of the map. Window boost goes the way of MIBR. Taco's actually the man to deal with Art. Pretty impressive shot. It looked like it was going to be KNG to find that kill. It's actually Taco from Palace. Flashbang onto short to try and get these players up through connector safely. And they do get through connector. They don't get through safely, though.
Ooh.
Trade comes in for Fallen. Yuri spotted over towards ramp. And now he's on a real island. He is all alone, and Taco will quickly remove him. Henny trying to close the gap, trying to get into the site. 10 seconds, that bomb now dropped, and this round could get out of hand thanks to Keserato. KNG needs the kills, and he needs them now, and they're not giving these up. FURIA, they'll take this round narrowly at the very, very end, with Keserato having to deliver a hell of a lot.
I was just about to call you a genius, Harry. That looked locked and loaded for MIBR. They were on the A site, but a couple of crucial place kills from Keserato in the CT spawn, and the bomb dropped with 10 seconds remaining. Well, that is not a round MIBR can get out of.
Not today, not tomorrow.
When, Trace?
Maybe the next force buy.
Well, it's a tempting reality for MIBR, but they won't go for it. Just a solo AK, a hero gun on Fur. And pistols around it, armor as well. Fallen is full bought to drop this AK over, so he's going to be screwed in the follow-up rifle round. MIBR would love a bomb plant, but utility is lacking. They're going to have to rely on kills in this one. What can you really rely on when you've only got one gun? FURIA, it's all about keeping this clean and building up that money on the CT side, especially versus armorless pistols, of which there are 3.
Armorless pistols. Nothing fun about that, is there, Hugo? Nobody enjoys that. Not in a pug, not in this match.
I bet FURIA can't wait for them.
Of course. I guess you're right. There are 5, at least, individuals here that are going to enjoy this.
With every loser comes a winner, Trace. That's what I always say.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And if you're not first, you are certainly. The rest of MIBR flooding through this connector right now. It's going to be the TK there for her. He carries on a rampage, though. 2 kills to his name, just Taco. It's certainly not Tuesday.
I really hoped you were going to get a 6-kill ace. Now, that would be cool. But,
Seen it before.
yeah, sadly didn't come through from Fur.
I'm waiting for the 9-kill ace.
Yeah, no, that would be impressive. I think that's like the kind of play that someone like Simple could go for. They just all go ramp right on like a map like Mirage, and he just his 4 teammates puts them out their misery, carries the round on single-handedly. But that's one for the future, perhaps. Don't think we'll see Navi bringing that one in anytime soon. Mid play here from MIBR. A flash into the connector. Catches Taco and R in equal part. Taco offered up. And that's a kill for FURIA. Somewhat gifted to them by that flashbang they throw into the connector. Furnout went on a bit of a tear over here in the connector just last round. Can he do it again? Different setup to deal with. This time, this crossfire of Henny and Yuri could stand to do an awful lot of damage. Might find himself struggling to find much from this connector position. With the bomb getting retrieved, though, Fur's not an entry player in this round here and now. Doesn't normally find himself there anyway. He's just floating in the connector to try and cut off these rotations. But the whole round hinges on this bomb actually going down at B. That's where Fur's going to be able to activate and do a hell of a lot of damage here, as FURIA try and move away from the A bomb site.
Here come the cavalry. Keserato about to spot the terrible truths that are the T side. There's the first KNG gone. The bomb dropped as well as a cat player. Keserato hitting the spray.
God.
That was 10 bullets in.
That was good. That was damn good. Good stuff by Keserato. Really does lock out MIBR from getting into this site. They have the bomb, they have the round. Now Fur finds himself in the middle of connector with 1 kill onto Yuri. Not going to go for it here, but should he punish FURIA's economy a little bit, that could help. However, the round timer's going to run out, and Art's going to run out into the crosshair. There you have it. 11th on the board for FURIA.
Oh, and Fur goes down after the time runs out. That is devastating. He's got $600 coming into this round now. I'm imagining it's only going to be a partial investment from the side of MIBR. They've got full loss bonus banked up. If you want to look for silver linings, there's always that. And I imagine it's going to be pistol armor on the rest of the gang. And, you know, it is, as we kind of expect. Just the numbers don't lie. The math is there.
It's true.
We've already done it. Fallen. Posted up over here towards the ramp with this scout, looking for a man on the cross, but FURIA are not going to offer that pick up. Both players instead playing inside of the bomb site. One going to be under the scaffolding. That's Yuri. He's been a bit of a menace towards this position, constantly keeping them guessing as to his whereabouts inside of the A bomb site. Henny here to support him, and a fast rotate available from Art should they need it here.
Yeah, they're going to keep pressuring on A. They want to keep this fight here. Not showing any presence on B. Molotov's going to come out onto the ramp from the side of FURIA, just to hold them in their place just a little bit longer. But here comes the set piece. The smokes are out over the side of A. And here comes the rush onto the site. They are stopped a little bit by smoke, running straight through, flashed, and then ultimately eaten alive. Chewed up by an AK. Henny's going to get some too. And for a rifle round, this has not gone super well thus far. Until now, 3v3.
Henny. Oh, it's messy. The flash has forced him back, but he's got support. Keserato dropping to the bomb. Home delivery to FURIA, and they're just going to finish off the round with it. 12-8.
Man, Keserato, he was, let's not forget, coming into Mirage, he had like 0 kills up until the 6th round.
Yeah,
and now
he was 0-6.
Yeah, now he's top of the board for FURIA, 19-9. That is a huge turnaround from him individually. And that's the thing, we know these are the kind of plays, we know this is the man to put up the numbers over on the FURIA side. I think like his stats are pretty incredible. You know, he still holds that 2nd place for lowest deaths on average per round, which when you think about the impact he finds in games, it just seems mental. Like those two stats don't feel like they go hand in hand with the kind of guy that Keserato is. You'll always know he's so smart about knowing when he can afford to take fights. He really is a treat to watch, I think.
Not the best molly, but we'll let him forgive it.
He was definitely a Brazilian player that was identified as being, you know, very good at his craft. Scouting reports all over him at one point. But at this point, there's 12 up there on the board for FURIA. I'm sure he feels pretty damn good about that.
A man who's also good at his craft is origami master Stanisaranthus.
Who's doing origami?
You in your pastime, I heard you've been practicing the art of paper mache.
I'd really rather just get into like making my own sushi rolls. I think that'd be dope.
Yeah, it's food.
That's kind of like origami.
Yeah,
kind of. But you know,
But like
I can eat
with
it.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
mean, you
food
can eat origami. It doesn't taste that great. I've tried it a few times. I think
paper,
frying it is the way to go, honestly, as opposed to actually do not do that. Do not heed my
burn
advice
down your
there.
house,
Yeah. Maybe we'll just stay away from playing with fire, as Henny is doing that right now. They get out through the palace. Yuri's going to hold ramp down. And now this hole becomes all too clear to MIBR. It's a bit wild. Fallen and KNG make this round doable. Henny still here. Missed shot, but given another chance. Finally shut down by Fallen. And somehow, some way, from a 2-on-5 to now a 2v2, MIBR have made this round look doable. K-Serato back here in CT. Keep your eye on Art as well. Coming in on this world-ending flank. K-Serato offers up one. And now for Art, just KNG left to beat on the other side, and he's very, very low. KNG not even considering this wrap. Now, admittedly, isn't open to the angle, so he's not really wise to check it. Oh, he's gone back now. The timing is just off. Art's crept on in. KNG not ready for a player to be so deep. The defuse comes through, and FURIA are going to grab that 13th round.
That's so unlucky for KNG. The reason he's doing that is he's low, right? The spray already came through. K-Serato kills his teammate and leaves the 20 HP player alive. And, you know, if he goes wide, if he swings, if he even, you know, jiggles an angle, there's a chance that he dies instantly without being given a chance. So instead, he just tucks into the site, hides, and hope his teammate, his enemy rather, makes a mistake. But Art, patient, goes round the site, clears default. You see on the replay, almost looked at CT and went the wrong way, but that's, you know, it shows the value of playing passive there. If you're KNG, you make the enemy second guess your position. Well, FURIA, they're going to pick it up. 13-8. This has been quite the streak. MIBR have yet to field a round on the T side. They went 5-0 CT, while FURIA have one up that. 6 rounds in a row. KNG trying to break that curse, and he is not going to be able to. He is a top performer in the team and just been taken out first. Not what you want.
No, it's not. Mayron's able to get himself one onto Art, but Henny is quick on the reply from the ticket. Meanwhile, Yuri screaming out from underneath the balcony. Pressure, they got to push him. Fallen eradicates him in the round, and Henny's still left alive. It's just Fallen. Nowhere to run. Does have the bomb. Could hightail it all the way back. All 3 players of FURIA here on A. But he's going to hold his ground. Perhaps they feed him a kill.
Yeah, I just don't think FURIA are the sort to give him a 1v1 that he's going to be able to get away from, right? Like, these guys, so methodical. They'll wait it out. They just wait for him to come to them, knowing that the pressure is on Fallen. And a 14th round now on the board for FURIA. This is where the game is kind of theirs to give away, right? You look at the money over on MIBR. Despite having that max loss bonus, it's still not enough to get the investment without a bomb plant there in that round. They're going to go for it. They throw in what they can. You know, the only other choice is to play with way too much money up against a match and series point for FURIA. And so they invest into this one, leaving a bit of residual cash in those bank accounts to play up against match and series point should it come down to it. This looks like it's going to be a fast B play for MIBR. This is a very FURIA-esque round from them. They're going to hold up in the apartments, wait for the utility to fade, and then come on through as 5. Vinny and K-Serato on the other side to try and deal with it.
Oh, the flashes are in and the players are out and about. Vinny waiting though, they're going to drop right into him. Damn. He's got 3, the bomb at his feet, swaps out the gun, he can't find anything, he picks back up his cream, and he definitely doesn't want that. 3 bullets in the mag, and he might just hold on to it. He's got cover. K-Serato putting up damage, and Vinny can even go for the knife. Nice shot from Taco, it's meaningless though. FURIA pick it up. 15-8. MIBR silent on the T side, and it might be complete emptiness in the second half from them as FURIA look to close out the series in dominant fashion.
Yeah, good stuff there for Vinny, and although he does juggle his weapons a little bit, he gets the job done. He had done plenty up to that point. No real need to press it, but at that point, why not? You know, for him, just having a little bit of fun. It's all about the fun.
Art is 6-2 in opening duels. That's a massive detail for this game because, you know, having hit such an aggressive and crazy player, you know, winning his opening fights just shows how confident FURIA are. And you can see they're pushing the edges of the map. They're pushing everything they can. Art goes down to the Palace because a lot of damage, and that molly sends MIBR back.
Yeah, so much information as well, right? Because Art just goes, okay, well, 3 of 4 are in Palace. So if I had to take a stab in the dark as to where this was meant to end up, I'm going to guess it's A. And so that's how we see this immediate 3-man rotation with the Molotov going in. That's a disaster. The bomb gets dropped at ramp out in the open. Henny can just keep an eye on this from the top of stairs. Now, it's not the most ideal position to fight from, and he will give it up. That's because they're worried about this potential for a mid-wrap. They don't have anyone there right now, but with K-Serato getting into the window, a man in connector, Henny is freed up to play this round however he damn well pleases. Ooh. Now with that kill coming in, he's a lot more restricted again. Over here on triple, he's got to keep an eye on connector. K-Serato's even rotated over towards the B bomb site. Maybe he knows something we don't, because this bomb is still down at ramp, and he's looking to come in for the backstab onto KNG. That looks to be the idea behind this maneuver. Yuri holding the Palace, spots Taco, peek in the corner. Yuri's going to drop down, and the bomb gets removed at ramp. KNG's gone as well, and it's all on to Taco to try and deny it. FURIA take the victory, 2-1. They best MIBR in the long haul, and they don't let them get a single T-side round on the board. It was an 8-7 half in favor of MIBR, and it ends 16-8 to FURIA. They take this series. So join us after a quick break. We're going to be here digesting exactly what this means for the Pro League.